William Shakespeare, The Tempest. Dive into William Shakespeare's The Tempest, a masterful tale of magic, revenge, and redemption. Set against the backdrop of a mysterious island, this play opens with a ferocious storm conjured by Prospero, the disgraced Duke of Milan. As ships wreck and plans unfold, Shakespeare blurs the line between the civilized and the savage, raising questions about power, control, and what it truly means to be human. Amidst complex themes of colonialism and the nature of freedom, vibrant characters such as the spirit Ariel and the enslaved Caliban invite readers to explore the human condition in its many forms. Mingling conspiracy with romance, The Tempest navigates the shifting seas of betrayal and forgiveness, ultimately questioning whether revenge is ever justifiable. This summary of The Tempest sheds light on Shakespeare's timeless commentary on mankind's capacity for cruelty and compassion.
Tempest Tapestry. Picture this, a ship tossed amidst a violent storm. Amid the chaos, the boatswain and shipmaster are barely holding it together as they scramble to save the vessel, their anxiety compounded by the presence of their royal passengers. On board is King Alonso of Naples, his son Ferdinand, his treacherous brother Sebastian, and Antonio, who wrested the title of Duke of Milan from his brother, Prospero. Unbeknownst to them, this tempest is orchestrated by none other than Prospero himself, the rightful duke, now an exiled sorcerer on a mysterious island. On the island's rugged coastline, Prospero and his daughter, Miranda, braced against the wind, observe the spectacle. Miranda, unfamiliar with the chaotic world beyond their island home, implores her father to calm the storm. Her intuition tells her that Prospero, with the assistance of Ariel, an air spirit under his servitude, has conjured these tumultuous seas. Prospero confirms her suspicions and sends Ariel to soothe the raging waters once his task is complete. In a fusion of magic and personal history, Prospero reveals the saga that led them to this secluded land. Once the Duke of Milan, his rule was usurped by his brother Antonio, with Alonso's aid, leading to his and Miranda's exile. The enchanted island, previously home to Ariel and the wild Caliban, son of the deceased witch Sycorax, becomes their new domain. Prospero's conjured storm now aims to bring his betrayers to his doorstep for retribution. As Ariel ensures the ship's passengers are unharmed and their course set to the island, the intricacies of Prospero's world unravel. We meet Caliban, who challenges Prospero and Miranda's claim over the island, declaring it his by birth. Despite their acrimony, and after Caliban's failed attempt to wrong Miranda, he remains bound to Prospero's will. Meanwhile, the castaways find themselves scattered across the island. Ariel, weaving his own enchantment, separates Ferdinand from the group, leading him to believe that his father is lost to the sea. Consumed by despair, Ferdinand is soon captivated by the emergence of new emotions as he encounters the radiant Miranda. The fabric of The Tempest weaves a complex tapestry of themes. Shakespeare skillfully blurs distinctions between the human and the monstrous, and the civilized versus the savage. Through Prospero, the epitome of European nobility and education, Shakespeare explores the notion of imposing order on the island's denizens, most notably Caliban. Critics often interpret this dynamic as an allegory of colonialism, with Prospero as the European colonizer and Caliban as the subjugated native. Yet, as the play unfurls, acts of treachery and barbarism by the supposed civilized blends preconceived notions with shades of gray, showcasing unexpected depths in Caliban's understanding of his home. Shakespeare juxtaposes this with thematic contrasts between betrayal and the blossoming romance. On a distant part of the island, King Alonso and his entourage remain bewildered by their miraculous survival, setting the stage for a convergence of disparate narratives and the unfolding of intertwined destinies. As the plot thickens, The Tempest challenges its characters, and audiences, to question what true civilization and savagery mean, ultimately revealing the humanity and flaws that reside within all. Twisted fates and love. Marvel elicits confusion as a ship vanishes mysteriously, leaving survivors of a fierce tempest without explanation. Ferdinand mourns his father's drowned fate, while Alonso fears Ferdinand's loss. Yet, against the odds, the young Ferdinand survives, smitten with Miranda. Prospero, her father, feigns displeasure at their romance, assigning arduous tasks to Ferdinand and forbidding Miranda from engaging with him. This charade is a test of Ferdinand's love and serves Prospero's deeper scheme of vengeance against Alonso. Shakespeare skillfully entwines humor with drama as seen through Trinculo the jester and Stefano the inebriated butler. These servants, part of Alonso's entourage, encounter Caliban on the island and after an initial shock at his appearance, bond over shared servitude to overbearing masters and a love for drink. Meanwhile, amid whispers of betrayal within Alonso's circle, Antonio manipulates Sebastian, suggesting that he should usurp Alonso's throne for a better kingdom. This mirrors the betrayal Prospero once faced from Antonio, his own brother, spurring Sebastian toward a similar treacherous path. Elsewhere on the island, Ferdinand's unwavering dedication convinces Prospero of his sincere love for Miranda, viewing their union as a rare and deserving connection. Yet, as true love in Shakespeare's works often faces trials, Miranda and the themes surrounding her highlight the gender imbalances in The Tempest. She is the sole living female character, often portrayed as naive and controlled by Prospero, who, despite his boasting of educating her, keeps her oblivious to his schemes. The play's backdrop holds two spectral maternal figures, Miranda's saintly deceased mother and Caliban's infamous mother, Sycorax. This dichotomy suggests Shakespeare's exploration of societal fears and perceptions of women. Sycorax, a formidable witch who once ruled the island, embodies the traits that terrify the dominating Prospero, hinting at underlying tensions between power, gender, and authority. Revenge and redemption. Act 3 brings us deep into a whirlwind of emotions on Prospero's enchanted island. Ferdinand toils with arduous labor, but far from feeling burdened, he finds joy in working for his beloved, Miranda. As fate would have it, Prospero secretly observes everything from the shadows. Miranda defies her father's wishes by engaging in conversation with Ferdinand, who is entranced by her. Told that Miranda's name signifies, wondrous one, Ferdinand showers her with heartfelt praise and reveals his princely status. Despite his royal lineage and a potential claim to the throne, Ferdinand remains captivated by Miranda's innocence and sincerity. When questioned about his love for her, Ferdinand's response is fervent, setting the stage for a surprise proposal from Miranda whose boldness seems to even astonish her. Prospero, pulling the strings behind the scenes, is pleased that his plan is advancing flawlessly. Together with Ariel, his loyal spirit, he crafts bewildering illusions to disorient the shipwreck survivors. Amidst this magical chaos, Prospero plots ensure not only Miranda's prosperous future but also to leverage their union for political gain. His eye is fixed on Alonso and Antonio, ready to confront them for their betrayal. Elsewhere on the island, Alonso despairs over losing his son, Ferdinand. Seizing the moment, Antonio schemes with Sebastian to murder Alonso and claim power. Their wicked plans are interrupted by ethereal music, summoning spirits who present a lavish feast. Just as the men reach for the food, Ariel, disguised as a fearsome harpy, makes it vanish. As fate's herald, Ariel condemns Alonso, Antonio, and Sebastian for their treachery against Prospero, declaring that the ocean has claimed Ferdinand as retribution. Stricken by guilt, Alonso nearly succumbs to drowning in his sorrow, but his fellow nobles hold him back. While Prospero relishes his mastery over his adversaries, a new threat arises. Caliban, now allied with Stefano and Trinculo, plots Prospero's demise to seize control of the island. The allure of power tempts them, despite knowing their actions could unravel Prospero's carefully woven schemes. The Tempest intricately explores the dance between vengeance and forgiveness. Prospero's heart is relentless, using both illusions and psychological manipulation on those who wronged him. Ariel, however, highlights the collateral damage inflicted on the innocent among the shipwrecked. In time, Prospero will confront a profound truth, realizing that true power lies not in vengeance but in mercy, a realization captured in the poignant line that the nobler course is virtuous action over vengeance. Yet, the authenticity of his transformation remains debatable. Does a heart that once burned so hot with the fires of revenge ever truly cool? Through this captivating tale, Shakespeare invites us to ponder whether, in the end, the storm inside us can find peace, or if some tempests rage on eternally. The final show. Prospero embraces his daughter's engagement to Ferdinand with open arms and invites Ariel to conjure a spectacular, dreamlike performance for the young couple. Nymphs such as Ceres, Iris, and Juno grace this radiant scene, bestowing blessings of wealth and prosperity. But just as the wonder unfolds, Prospero abruptly ends the display, shifting the mood to thoughtful introspection. He imparts a profound revelation to Miranda and Ferdinand: life is as fleeting and insubstantial as a dream. Turning his focus to the threat of Caliban's attack, Prospero inquires about Ariel's recent diversionary tactics. Ariel humorously recounts how he lured Caliban and his foolish companions through thorns and filth, only to guide them to a swamp. There, amidst fine hanging garments, Stefano and Trinculo become enthralled, distracted by their desires. Caliban attempts to redirect their attention, but Ariel ingeniously frightens them with phantom hounds, prompting a hasty retreat from their dark intentions against Prospero. Meanwhile, Alonso and his courtiers languish in captivity, consumed by dread. Ariel, on Prospero's orders, releases them, marking the commencement of a transformative soliloquy from Prospero. He vows to forsake his magical prowess once his final mission concludes, promising to forever drown his cherished tomes. Clad in royal garments recovered by Ariel, Prospero reunites with the mesmerized nobles. He brands them traitors yet offers Ariel his long-deserved freedom. Prospero disrupts the spellbound court, projecting forgiveness onto Antonio, conditional upon the restoration of his dukedom, but meets silent defiance. Simultaneously, he offers sympathy to Alonso, who mourns his lost son. Prospero reveals the young lovers engrossed in a game of chess, sparking joy and reconciliation between Alonso and his son. Unlike his resistant brother Antonio, Alonso embraces this newfound harmony. As the inhabitants depart for Naples to celebrate Ferdinand and Miranda's impending nuptials, Prospero entrusts Ariel with one last duty: ensuring a safe journey home. The Tempest deftly comments on the intricate art of storytelling and theatricality, with Prospero at the helm as its creator. Through spellbinding spectacles and meticulous narratives, he captivates and compels. In the play's concluding act, Prospero appears less concerned with orchestrating vengeance than with crafting an engaging narrative. Is it a tale of lost power and overdue justice, or a reflection of the performance itself? Within his closing words, Prospero acknowledges the end of his magical endeavors and appeals for favor, admitting that his ultimate ambition has been to enchant his audience. Transformed, he emerges from a merciless seeker of revenge to a master entertainer, paralleling the playwright behind the scenes himself. Visibly evolved, Prospero stages a farewell performance that lingers brilliantly in the hearts of his spectators.
As the storm subsides, readers of The Tempest are left to ponder the intricate dance of justice, mercy, and transformation that Shakespeare skillfully choreographs. Prospero's journey from vengeance to forgiveness encapsulates the play's central themes of power and liberation. Through Prospero's magic, Shakespeare critiques the colonial impulses of European expansion, while also revealing the ephemeral nature of human creations. The play's enigmatic resolution, marked by Prospero's renunciation of magic, serves as a poignant reminder of life's fleeting nature. Characters like Caliban challenge our preconceptions about savagery and civilization, prompting a reconsideration of fairness and identity. By the end of this tale, The Tempest emerges as a reflection on the art of storytelling itself, with Shakespeare holding up a mirror to the wondrous, yet often tumultuous, human experience, a spectacle that continues to captivate centuries later.